Welcome, I'll be reacting to Bad Day at Black Rock. This is a commentary, it is not a market substitute. Please support the original, and no spoilers in the comments when recommending movies. Please just the title and year of release. Yeah, it sounded like Andre Previn was the composer. He's good. Spectacular scenery. What a tiny town. I wonder if they built it for the film. It wouldn't be that hard. Is this the most exciting thing that happens all day?
Nobody told me this train was stopping.
Maybe they didn't think it was important.
Important? It's the first time a streamliner stopped here in 4 years.
Whoa.
You being met, you visiting folks or something?
I want to go to a place called Adobe Flat. Are there any cabs available?
Cabs? I don't think so.
No cab.
No lift service.
Is the hotel open?
There's a hotel here? There's like 4 buildings in town. Oh, it must be the big building. Maybe it also has a restaurant and that's why it's popular in town. He walks in, I'd like a room. The desk person's like, a room? Alright. So it looks like this is the classic plot line. Small rural town has someone from the big city come in and something is going on. There's a secret.
Like a room.
We're all filled up. Rented to cowboys, ranch hands for when they come into town. They pay by the month.
Okay, that makes sense.
We provide for their every wish and comfort.
The refreshers down the hall, I take it? At least take your boots off. That's just unsanitary.
Well, I know that ever since I got off the train, everybody's been needling me. Why?
Why indeed?
He walks light for a big man, doesn't he?
Who?
You know who.
This town needs to get out more.
Why are you so interested, Sam? If I was that interested,
I feel like this was a stage play
I'd ask him.
originally. It feels that way. Or it could be because that's simply how they shot movies back in this time period. The direction style was similar to live theater. I don't dare look it up yet for fear of spoilers. I'll look it up at the end. But I'm curious.
Well, now, let's put it this way. Supposing I had a car and I wanted some gas, where would I go?
But you don't have a car.
You might try the garage down at the end of the street.
Oh, thank you. One friendly face.
This is all I know about him, Mr. Smith.
This town. Here's a wild thought. Be nice to him and simply ask.
It's just that you worry about the stranger only if you look at him from a certain aspect.
How do you look at him, Doc? Are you funny?
Someday I'll have Colby wash your mouth out with a lie.
Alright, so far Doc is my favorite character. Let me introduce all of you to novels that you could read instead of randomly staring at strangers for your entertainment.
Hey, what do you know? Mr. McCready seems to be heading for the jail.
Oh dear. Maybe he just is curious about the town and is going for a walk around to see what's there. That's what I would be
Now, what do
doing.
you suppose he'd want to talk to the sheriff about?
Snort? Nothing. I don't blame you. It's awful.
Ah. You have a cup right there.
How about Kamoko?
If there are no further questions.
Oh, something's definitely going on. Everyone is just making him more suspicious, though. You could cut the tension with a knife.
Kamoko, sure, I remember him. Japanese farmer. Got here in 41, just before Pearl Harbor.
Oh. And then they took his
3 months
land.
later, they shipped him off to a relocation center. Tough.
And the most embarrassing part of it is all of that originated in my area, San Francisco. The Presidio had a whole display on it for a while. It was both fascinating and horrifying. Yeah, I've ridden a Jeep like that.
Is the road marked well?
Yeah, it's about 6-7 miles down.
Fine, fine. Then I won't need your time.
I would have taken her with me, but, you know, for reasons.
Yes, Mr. Smith.
Yeah, I have a feeling Smith runs the whole place.
Yep.
And he's covering something up. But what? Beautiful cinematography right here. And in general on this film so far. All the shots are framed really well. This is gorgeous, just letting the landscape speak for itself.
The point is, who'd miss a nobody like MacReady if he just, say, disappeared?
Well, the train would, because they're supposed to stop for him.
Since he's arrived, this town has a fever, an infection, and it's spreading.
Oh my.
Doc getting snotty with me for the first time in 4 years.
Which is the last time the train stopped.
I live a quiet, contemplative life.
Me, I didn't even try to find out. That's what's eating me. What kind of prescription you got for that?
Because maybe this fella MacReady's got the prescription.
Oh. Beautiful. Yeah, something bad definitely happened here. Of course, it wasn't called Good Day at Black Rock, so it makes sense. You would think he'd look around more. There's plenty of room to go around, but that's not why he's doing this. Do not pull over. Not until you get to town. Although it's not much safer there. But I'm assuming he received his injury from the war, so he should be able to defend himself, right? He probably has the training.
You're in such a hurry, you should have never got off here.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
The rule of law has left here and the guerrillas have taken over. Was I wrong, Miss Worth?
That's one way to end a conversation. Just drive away.
Well, yes, I do have a way with Jeeps, certain familiarity.
I think I understand. You're an army man.
Yeah, I figured.
After that sneak attack on Pearl Harbor, Bataan,
Tomoko made you mad.
the same thing.
Oh, I see what happened. He took it out on an innocent person.
Look, Mr. MacReady, there's a law in this county against shooting dogs. But when I see a mad dog, I don't wait for him to bite me.
What happened to Tomoko?
He went away, I told you.
I don't think he did.
Shortly after he left, some kids went out there. They got fooling around.
No, it was not.
There's something buried up there. Your wildflowers? That means a grave. I suppose you knew that.
Oh.
I saw a lot of it, you know, overseas.
He figured it out from the flowers.
Well, if I get you pegged, and I think I have, you're calling the state police.
424? Lines are all busy.
Ooh. That's the problem with old telephones.
Oh, no. You can still get out of town. But you better get out like a whisper.
How?
How?
Sort of a limousine at your disposal.
The hearse?
Where is it?
Yeah. That's a pretty one. I think they anticipated it and they already took care of this car.
Except maybe if this wire was busted or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a wire.
Maybe just run for it? I don't know. I guess you'd have to have enough water. Let's see, the nearest town they said was 36 miles. Through hikers can hike at least 32 miles in a day. But then they could probably catch up with him with the cars. Yeah, he's in a bit of a pickle. Does anyone have a horse you can borrow? Please wire or phone me. Reply urgently and dangerous situation. don't think he'll actually send it, right? I mean, he's probably in on it.
Why are you so upset about this wire?
What do you have?
What do you got?
Chili and beans?
Anything else?
Chili without beans. If you don't like the flavor, that's what they made ketchup for.
Oh, I don't have it. A cup of coffee?
I made some paleo chili recently, and it was actually really good, even though it wasn't traditional chili.
No comment, and all the time he's got my stew.
Not this again. Honestly, he's been very polite to everyone, considering the way they're treating him. Hashtag life goals here. Is that hot sauce? Because that's a lot.
I hope that ain't too much.
You didn't even try it. I was watching, not even one bite. I would be so hungry by now. Yeah, that was definitely martial arts. I don't think he's used to losing. Oof. I love the choreography.
Wouldn't it have been easier to wait until I turned my back, or there are too many witnesses present?
What a scene. I think he deliberately reacted to show them what they're really up against and make them think twice. But we shall see.
You expect an answer from a wire that was never sent? What's so funny?
I just had a...
He just had it in his suitcase.
Not me. I'm useless and I know it.
Only because you're letting them tell you that.
I can't let you alone. I can't let myself alone. Don't you understand that?
I still have a conscience. And you do too.
Because we've been given a second chance.
What a speech.
Did Komoko have any other family besides his son, Joe?
Son?
Oh, I see. I bet the son saved him or something overseas. And he came to tell the father that the son had passed. Only to find this mess.
Komoko, boy, died trying to save my life. They gave him a medal. I came here to give it to his old man. I figured the least I could do was give him one day out of my life.
There never was any water on Dobie Flat.
But the well.
Tomoko dug a well.
I made Smith pretty sore. Day after Pearl Harbor, around 10 o'clock, we all started drinking. Patriotic drunk. We wanted to go out to scare the Jap a little, have a little fun. And then Smith started a fire. And the Jap, he came running out. His clothes were all burning. And then Smith shot him.
Oh.
Then you got scared and buried him and kept your mouth shut,
Yeah.
Wow.
I would call the police, but all the outside lines are cut.
Oh, of course they are. Did he call his sister?
I've been looking for you. Come here.
Boop. Come on, Doc. You've got this. Oh, no. Oh. Well, it worked. Ah, I figured. He probably also wanted to get his sister out of town. What if they left something on the road? I mean, it is dark.
Need water.
Yeah. Oh, that's so clever. I see where he's going with this. There's only one shot for it, though. You better get it perfect. And it's poetic, too, because that's what he did.
About that medal, can we have it?
We have it. Who's we?
We? Us?
The town.
Why?
To put it on display, to remind you. Oh.
Thanks, Mr. McCready. Thanks for everything.
And at least he got justice for the father.
What's all
That was absolutely incredible. The caliber of acting going on, the just riveting storyline of trying to figure out what happened, and a heart-wrenching story, really. And then watching each character in the town come to grips with what they had done or simply allowed to happen, and then deciding what they were going to do about it this time. Were they going to try and stop it or keep the status quo going? Based on a short story by Howard Breslin, and it was adapted into a film script. Temperatures on location were over 100 degrees. Whoa. Lone Pine in Death Valley. It's even made the Google Maps as Black Rock Movie Town site. So I guess you can go visit where they filmed. The general blocking style and direction definitely felt like a stage play, a really good one. And I think this would make a brilliant adaptation the other direction. Make it into a play and do it live, because that would be amazing. It didn't feel like I was sitting here watching a film. It felt more like I was there and just in an actual audience, if that makes any sense. The location was absolutely spectacular. All those beautiful rocks and the sweeping sky. Very Western. The CinemaScope was used extremely effectively, and the use of color as well, with the drab costumes for the most part, but the brilliant splash of blue in the sky. And then the subject matter, of course, deeply moving and very relevant both at the time and today. Absolute masterpiece.